What's up, guys? Taking a look this morning at Stronghold / Tether. So ticker symbol SHXUSDT. Once again, SHXUSDT. This will be a daily chart. This will also be the Gate.io data here on TradingView.com. So let's jump into this. Real quick though, before we get into this video, just want to let you know I do not hold or I do not plan on holding Stronghold. So this is just from a outsider's bias here. No financial incentives here. Just going to talk about what I see here on the chart. This is the first time I recall looking at this chart. So let's give it a shot for a viewer on the channel. So once again, Stronghold / Tether USDT Gate.io will be the data provider here. So from what I see here, this thing is in a very nice potential rounding bottom pattern here, and the trend is clearly higher. So I don't know if you are, when I say you, I'm, whoever's watching this video I'm talking to, or who potentially will watch this video. I don't know if you're trading in and out of this. I don't know if you buy and hold this, how long you've held it, etc. Kind of just talking to a large audience here, but this thing is in a nice trend to the upside. We have a very nice rounding bottom pattern here. So if I was looking at this today, which I am from a buyer, but I'm not buying this, like I just said, I would be hesitant to jump on board of this right now. Why is that? Well, it's breaking into multiple new highs, and so let me take a step back real quick. So a potential area here that I see this thing going to before, so a target, I should say. Let me get a different line on here. So we have a horizontal line. So right up into this range, give or take a little bit, is what I see as a potential target zone for Stronghold. So from where we're currently trading at, which is 0.00087, and then the target is roughly up there at the 0.001, that would take us up, give or take, like 25 or so percent. It's probably safe to say anywhere from 25 to 30, 20 to 30% move higher from here before potentially finding some resistance. But it can work both ways. So the market once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and we're approaching, you could also call this another time right here. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. When the market gets up to this area, that 0.001 area, it has found resistance in the past, as you could tell by these big candle wicks right here. So there's a chance that when we get back up to that area, which is right around that 0.001 area, that the markets could reverse, and that would be it for a while. They would go back into a consolidation. Maybe this thing will form a cup with handle. We have the big cup. Maybe we get up to that zone and markets trade sideways. We put in a handle, and then this would be your entry zone, and you'd be looking for a breakout. So that's one scenario that could play out. Also, now this is possible as well, and the reason why I say it's possible is because when markets test areas either above the market or below the market, areas of above the market would be resistance, areas below the market would be support. When they test areas like that multiple times, time after time after time after time, and they keep getting denied, you'll see at some point they will break out either higher. So if it's overhead resistance, they'll break out above that, or if it's a floor of support, they'll break below that after multiple tests. Sometimes I do it on the first time, but the point is, or so they say, the market gods out there. Say you're looking for a breakout here, right? And you're looking for a breakout into new highs here. Say your buy point is 0.001. The market has tested that, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, potentially the 5th time if we get up that high over here. So every time a bull, a investor who wants to get long, keeps buying this breakout, call it the 0.001, which would be the buy point, they keep getting stopped out. So let's say they got stopped out once right here because the market got up to there and then failed. They bought it again. It failed a few days later. Call this close enough. They bought it there. Obviously failed, bought it again. It failed. And then they go into this, let's see how long this is. This goes back to April. So a couple months here, and then we find ourselves over here in December. So we're approaching that buy zone again. The question is, will the same investor who failed, they didn't fail, but the position got stopped out once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Are they going to step up to the plate for the 5th time and potentially risk, in their mind, getting stopped out again? Well, as a trader who follows rules, assuming you're trading this, not buying it for the long term, the rules say when it gets to an entry zone, you got to buy it. Doesn't matter what you think. It's black and white. If price gets to X, I buy. Period. So the reason why I'm talking about this is because if price gets back up to here, in theory, the rules say you need to be a buyer. Even though you've been stopped out 5 times and you've lost money 5 times in a row, or 4 times in a row, the 5th time over here, you got to buy it because this could be the time that this thing skyrockets out of here into new all-time highs. Now, there's no guarantee that could happen, but it's possible. Again, I don't hold this. I don't plan on holding this. As far as I can recall, I've never looked at this chart. So there's 2 different scenarios. I said one, I wouldn't be a buyer here because there could act as resistance up here. If you want to catch potentially a 20-some% move, you buy today and we get up to this area, okay, not bad. But this thing has been making higher highs, and we have a little bit of a mixed market here. Let's see here. Moving up, higher low, higher high. Did put in a lower low here, but then we quickly recovered into a higher high, higher low, and then higher high. But overall, this thing looks pretty bullish. But as far as I can see it going for right now is, like I said, up into this 0.001 range, give or take 25 to 30% move higher. It's not an exact science. There's no guarantee the price will get even up to that 0.001. And then there's no guarantee that it's going to break out like I just talked about above that. That's just an area in the past that it has found resistance. So if you're super bullish on this, then, of course you could be buying today thinking that, okay, well, maybe we get up to that 0.001 level. Maybe it pauses for a couple days, acts as resistance, and then we get that big initial breakout. So the point is, this, depending on how you're looking at the market, whether you're a bull, whether you're a bear, that can obviously skew how you think about this. But that's pretty much how I see this right here. And then if it gets up to that 0.001 level, and then it starts to go into another consolidation, that could, say we get up to here, and then it starts to do the handle, assuming this is going to be a cup with handle, you could be below water for a while as it forms this cup part of the cup with handle, and then the breakout zone takes place. So, it's a tough call here. Again, the way I would be looking at this is I wouldn't be getting in this right now because, one, it's below the big entry point, which what I see would be breaking, into some new highs here. And 2, so looking back further, I would be looking to buy it lower than where it's at right now. But, That's just kind of how I'm looking at this. But anyways, it's in a nice trend higher. It's up 3.74% today. Once again, this is the Gate.io data. We'll see. Maybe I'll keep track of this in the future. But right now, it looks pretty strong, looks pretty bullish. And, best of luck out there, whoever holds this to the long side. And if you're short, I don't even know if you can short this thing. I guess you can. Good luck to you guys as well. But let me know if you're trading this or if you're holding it for the long term. Let me know if you are, what you're looking for here. Are you looking for a big breakout like, the initial breakout here? Are you looking for like maybe more of a consolidation to a cup with handle breakout? You think it's going to break out past these big candle wicks here? It's got tested multiple times, like I said. And sometimes when you get back, it's had a lot of time to recover here, many months. So when we get up to the zone, man, we could see a very strong move higher. So that's pretty much all the bullish side of this. Bitcoin, I'm sure Bitcoin is going to weigh on this quite a bit. Bitcoin has potentially started to move back up. We'll see if it prints a lower high and then rolls over, or if it prints another higher high. We just talked about Bitcoin in the video just released before this, which was the XRP video. So if you're interested, check that out. Talked about Bitcoin in there. But this is a pretty smooth looking chart. And it's pretty much all I got to say for this for right now. All right, guys. Take care.